NBA teams in small markets have long complained about the significant discrepancy in the sources of revenue between big and small markets that affected their ability to put a good product on the court and compete for a championship. Not every team can be a Golden State Warriors, a New York Knicks, or a Los Angeles Lakers. Not every team can have cash printing machines in the form of huge local TV deals, premium seatings, and arena sponsorships. Case in point, the Lakers have a local TV deal worth $200 million and a share of the national pie for another $100 million, while the Memphis Grizzlies made a paltry $9.4 million from their local TV revenue. That discrepancy in revenues is the primary reason why the NBA instituted the revenue-sharing structure between teams. It was designed to help small market teams compete with large market teams in player spending and overall business. While having a team in a small market can be considered a disadvantage, it must not be used as an excuse for prolonged mediocrity. Competency, innovation, dedication to winning, and relentlessness are the essential ingredients in running a successful franchise, regardless of the size of the market. These are what the duo of New York hedge fund investors brought to the table when they bought the Milwaukee Bucks from former Senator Herb Kohl in 2014. Mark Lazary, Wesley Edens, and their group of investors purchased the team from Kohl for $550 million. But one major condition of the sale was Kohl insisted that the team stays in Milwaukee. And stay they did. The amount of work that the new ownership group did in the first 7 years that they've owned the team was spectacular. Unless you are from Wisconsin and a die-hard Bucks fan, chance is, the only playoff memory that you'll remember from the Bucks is the 2001 Eastern Conference Finals battle against Allen Iverson's Philadelphia 76ers. That Bucks team that went head-to-head against the Iverson Sixers in a 7-game classic featured Hall of Famer Ray Allen, Glenn Big Dog Robinson, and Sam Cassell. But the preceding teams that followed were mainly forgettable, with Michael Redd as the only recognizable face for true basketball fans. In the 17 years after losing to the Sixers in that 2001 series, the Bucks have either failed to qualify in the playoffs or have only managed to make early first-round exits. The last championship of the franchise happened 50 years ago when Kareem Abdul-Jabbar led the team to its first-ever championship in 1971. Meanwhile, on the business side, the BMO Harris Center was an eyesore, and its ambience on national TV was very dull, even in the midst of a fever-pitch playoff series. It was also the third oldest arena in the NBA, which opened in 1988. While it carried many Bucks memories through the years, it lacks the necessary top-of-the-line and revenue-producing amenities to compete and survive in today's NBA. For years after that 2001 Conference Finals appearance, there were also a lot of empty seats at the Harris Center that made every game in it look like a WNBA game pre-Caitlin Clark. Enter Fiserv Forum. This $524 million state-of-the-art arena was built with the help of a public-private partnership. $250 million came from taxpayers' money, while the team owners and Senator Kohl shelled out $174 million and $100 million, respectively. It faced a lot of hurdles and opposition but was constructed eventually and was opened on August 26, 2018. The building has a basketball capacity of 17,341. Its design has an intimate seating configuration with 10,000 seats in the lower bowl, 34 suites, 3 clubs, enhanced acoustics for both concerts and sporting events, state-of-the-art performer dressing rooms, 6 loading docks, 10 escalators, 10 elevators, more than 9,000 LED light fixtures, and 34 large public restrooms. The arena also boasts a state-of-the-art center-hung scoreboard, 800 HD TVs, and free high-speed Wi-Fi. Premium spaces for high-net-worth individuals and companies like 34 luxury suites, a mezzanine club that can house 1,000 people, the BMO Club with a capacity of 500 people on the event level, loft seating with a total capacity of 170, and a dedicated VIP entrance. Then there is the Deer District, the premier plaza for sports and entertainment in Milwaukee. The district opened in tandem with Fiserv Forum and acted as a catalyst for the development and evolution of both itself and downtown Milwaukee, creating a year-round urban destination in the heart of the city. It is an indoor-outdoor sports, retail, and entertainment destination that was built on the 30 acres surrounding Fiserv Forum. The neighborhood is filled with restaurants, entertainment, events, and, of course, Bucks games. As the Bucks progressed as one of the consistent contenders in the league, the reputation of the district has grown and is now being used as a model for NBA cities across the country. But none of it would even be possible had they not inherited franchise superstar Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis brings in the Bucks. He's the one that sells tickets and luxury box suites. He's the one who makes the Bucks consistent playoff and championship contenders, thus raising the valuation of the franchise every year. He's the one why the Bucks has been successful in these last few years. The Bucks have drafted Giannis 13th overall in the 2013 NBA draft. Many teams have passed on him and chose the likes of Anthony Bennett, Nerlens Noel, Otto Porter Jr., and Ben McLemore because he was not a clear stud from the get-go. He was so raw and thin, but the Bucks saw what other teams cannot. He was the real deal. That's why the new ownership group started surrounding Giannis with a winning team. After taking over, they overhauled the whole team makeup and coaching staff. They hired Jason Kidd to replace Larry Drew, and the team went from having the worst record in the league to making the playoffs in 2014-15. In 2017, the team made John Horst the youngest executive in the league at age 34. He replaced general manager John Hammond, who took the same job with the Orlando Magic. The moves that Horst made after taking over the team were game changers. He fired Jason Kidd and replaced him with Mike Budenholzer, and he reshaped the team's roster around Giannis with good role players and X-factors like Brook Lopez and PJ Tucker. Adding Drew Holiday to the team during the 2020-21 season was the icing on the cake. Under Horst's leadership, Antetokounmpo became an All-Star and an MVP candidate, Chris Middleton, an All-Star, and Budenholzer, Coach of the Year. The Bucks suddenly became a championship contending team. Sure, Bud was criticized by many for being a regular season coach after consistently falling short in the playoffs despite having the best regular season record entering the postseason. But the team's record every year since 2017 showed that it's just a matter of time before their breakout. And breakout they did. The only hard-fought series that they've encountered during the 2021 NBA playoffs was against the Kyrie-less Brooklyn Nets, but every other series after that, including the finals, either ended in 6 games or less. During the championship season, Giannis was Finals MVP, All-NBA First Team, and All-Defensive First Team, along with Holiday. Owner Mark Lasry's specialty is in distressed investing, and the Milwaukee Bucks pre-2014 was one heck of a distressed asset. But there was no doubt that he saw the potential of the once-moribund franchise. From being basically cellar dwellers for 2 decades, the Bucks now is a championship organization, has a valuation of $3.5 billion, from the purchase price of $550 million in 2014, and is now the 15th most valuable team in the NBA. Lasry has since sold his 25% share from the Bucks for a reported $800 million, more than 3x the amount he invested in 2014. The road to the mountaintop was bumpy, but the ownership group was all in from the very beginning. They had tunnel vision and had set their sights on the only thing that mattered the most. The 50-year wait was worth it.